Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. You know, funny thing about that riff I was just playing is when I was like, well, 18 maybe, I wrote this song called Another Notch in the Gun. And it's funny because I think one day I will release a song and I will make it available for you guys because it's a good song. Of course, I'm going to say that. I'm biased. You guys will tell me if it's good or not. But I like the lyrics to it. And I always remember I was watching an episode of this American program called Porn Stars. And it's where they sell, obviously, they pawn off things. But this one guy, I don't know what it was. It must have been some sort of... I don't know what it was. I know it was to do with a musical instrument. But I heard the phrase, yeah, that's just another notch in the gun. And I remember I looked up what that meant. And apparently back when cowboys would kill people, they would put a notch in the handle of the gun. And it's to show how many people they killed. But if you forget the morbid bit of it, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's a cool title. Anyway, there's just something I wanted to tell you. I hope you're all well. On today's video, we're going to be reacting to... Dire Straits' Down to the Waterline. Now, this is actually requested by one of our legendary subscribers by the name of William. All the way, by the way, from Sweden, guys. Let's go! Like, I'm on a bit of a hype. I've had some of this. But I'll be honest, guys, the reason I've actually bought this is because sometimes you've actually got to... Can I just talk to you guys for a minute? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm always in a rush, like, hurry up, hurry up. Can I just relax and say thank you? Because I feel like sometimes you've actually got to praise yourself, give yourself a pat on the back. Like, I did this. The reason I do RAYGO reactions is because again, it's just ultimate fun for me. I want to react and I genuinely mean it. I would do this whether the camera was on or not. I just thought I'll put it on anyway, record myself and hopefully gain some sort of little community and they might tell me what to react to. Some cool things that I would never look at. And Dire Straits was one of them. But again, I've said it a million times. It's to try and widen my peripheral on music and try and make it as vast as I possibly can. And the fact that people now in Sweden, guys, by the way, I've always wanted to go there because apparently, don't you have the Northern Lights at the very top, or is that Finland? I don't know, my geography is not great, but I'm pretty sure in like, oh no, it's Norway. I was way off. However, in Sweden, do you see the Northern Lights as well? I don't know, like I say, my geography ain't great. But I've always wanted to go to Sweden anyway because of Stockholm. Now, that is true. I know Stockholm's in Sweden and apparently it's really nice. But I'm yapping. It's this. It's this. That's what's making me do it. I'm sorry, William. I know you just want to watch it and you're here for the reaction and I apologise. But again, it kind of goes back to that point. I'm semi being serious, but I'm semi joking. But thank you all for watching, and this channel's cool. And who knows, guys? My goal is to get 50,000 subscribers. If we keep going, the community at the moment, I just love you all. But yeah, today we're doing Down to the Waterline. And William said, can you react to Dire Straits' first ever song off their first album? It's called Down to the Waterline, since it's their first song and it is where it all began. Can you do the album version? Of course I can, Will. And I'm happy you actually suggested that because the first song off their first album, how have I not done it already? Without further ado, let's get into this. Cheers. Delicious. Delicious. If it's the first song, it's got to have a cool intro. Let me hear it.
You remember we used to run and hide. In the shadow of the cargoes, I take you one time. We're counting all the numbers down to the waterline. When neon.
You know why it's cool and why I love listening to the album versions? Because you hear it how they really wanted to get it across. Now, I like watching live versions more because I like to experience it with them. But one good thing, and guys, I suggest you do this because a lot of people actually don't. Don't just listen to the song on a speaker. Actually get some headphones and put them on. Close your eyes and envision the band members doing their parts in the studio. I always do that because I want to put myself in their shoes as much as possible. We have Mark in the left ear. He's playing that lead. We have his brother at the time, who's in the right ear, playing that nice rhythm, funky flamenco style. We got the bass, John Ilsey down the middle with that. And then we've got the drummer. Forgive me, I get Alan Clark and Guy Fletcher. I'm not too sure who's who. But I know one of them's the drummer. I think it's Alan Clark. And we have him directly down the middle. And at the moment, it's just those four members. And I'm only hearing 4 instruments. You know what I mean? And it's clean. This is rock and roll. But yeah, guys, defo do that if you haven't. Because it really... Headphones... I love listening to music with the headphones on because you really get to feel the full pulsation of it.
Misses on the dogleaf stairway. French kisses in the darkened doorway.
3 musical instruments going on, guys. Just 3.
Foghorn blowing out a wild and cold. The policeman, he shines a light on my shoulder.
That's crazy.
Up comes a coaster, fast and silent in the night. Over my shoulder, all you can see are the pilot lights. No money in our jackets and our jeans are torn. Your hands are cold, but your lips are warm.
Nice harmonies. Cool.
She can see him on the jetty that he used to know.
That bass.
She can feel him in the places where the sailors go. When she's walking by the river or the railway line, she can still hear him whisper, let's go down to the waterline. Come on.
Nice ending. Abrupt. That was cool. Because, I've said this a couple times, I really liked their first early stuff as well. Do you know, in the 70s when they were playing at that Rock Palast gig and their brother was involved. It's a shame the brother left, and I often wonder if his brother ever said, alright Mark, can I rejoin the band? Because my music career hasn't really gone the direction I wanted it to go, and I would love to play those stadium gigs with you. But by then, they already had another rhythm guitarist, and you can't exactly, you become friends with your band member. You can't just go, alright, what would you want me to do? Just sack him? Like, he's me mate now. Unfortunately, brother, no. However, saying that, I have 2 brothers. That he's in my brother's in my band, RAYGO Bloom. It's our band. But if I went my own way with the band and he quit, and then a few years later he said, "Can I join?" I wouldn't have to sack me other player. I go, "Charlie, of course you can, mate. However, we're not getting rid of the other one either because we've made friends with him. But jump on board, mate. You can tweak, you can do some other things." I wonder if his brother ever did that. I would like to know the discussion he had, or if he may have just gone, "I'm not really involved in it anymore. I've got money. I'm not interested." Who knows? But anyway, the song, guys, it's 3 instruments, excluding the drum kit. If you literally listen to it with the headphones on, Mark, his brother, John. That is crazy. Honestly, that is crazy. Nowadays, guys, if you listen to songs in depth with your headphones on, it's mental how many instruments are going on. Like, I thoroughly believe when I try to make my own songs nowadays, I'm going to try and restrain it as much as I can. You know what I mean? All this, the more you add, believe it or not, can make it sound weaker. The more you, and that's one thing I actually is a sucker for doing, and I've done that a lot on my previous songs, but that's why I can't wait to show you guys my new catalogue of music, because I've developed in a different style. Like, I just want you guys, I want your opinion on it. But yeah, I used to add so many layers and stacks that, believe it or not, now it's like they're all fighting for the first place. Where do I go? Where do I go? Whereas you strip it all back, you just have the drum kit down the middle and the bass, the kick and the drum. And then you have one guitar on your right, and then you have the lead. And then you just make them all loud, and you EQ them in the specific way, equalize them so it sounds like they're all in their own little pocket, and then the vocals come in, and then you add harmonies around the back. I'm telling you, that's my advice. You've got yourself a good time right there. And I think that is exactly what, and I have never spoken to a producer, but I think the better producers of the world would say, keep it minimal as much as you can, because the more you add, the worse it gets. And Dire Straits, I think that's one reason they're so good. They kept it, all they did. And that's why they sound exactly like they did live, like they do on the record, because they're only playing what they did on the record anyway. Yeah, I was doing this, he was doing that. There wasn't some crazy instrument we added, some mad sounding, you know what I mean? Because nowadays, what they're doing, you go to a gig, backing tracks. We don't know how to recreate this sound in real life, so we've got it on one of these mobile phone structure things plugged into the keyboard that's making it sound, and it's just like, might as well stick on, I might as well go in the car then. If you're not going to try and recreate it in real life, why am I here? Because I might as well have not bought the ticket, played it on the radio, and just looked at a picture of you. Because that's what I'm basically doing. You know what I mean? Guys, I can't get involved with the new era of music. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. I'm old school rock and roll. Down to the Waterline. Genius. Great song. I love it. William, great suggestion. That's what kicks off this album as well. This is their first album, and that's what kicks it off. I'm actually intrigued to see what... Let me actually quickly just check, right? Dire Straits debut album. Let's see what else is on it and what I've reacted to up to now. Came out in 78 on the 9th of June. 9th of June? July, 9th of June. 9th? That date's... I think that's my nephew's birthday. Right, let's look. Down to the Waterline. Water of Love. Setting Me Up. I haven't heard it yet. Six Blade Knife, great song. Southbound Again, I haven't heard it yet. Sultans of Swing, and Down to the Waterline and Sultans of Swing actually have similarities in there, by the way. In the Gallery, I haven't heard that yet. Wild West End and Lions, ooh, I've heard them too. Bro, I'm not being funny, you've got an album with Down to the Waterline on, Six Blade Knife, Water of Love, Sultans of Swing, and Wild West End on it. You've won. You've won. What an album. What an album. Guys, if you've liked this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button. share it. Actually, guys, there's a thing underneath here that says hype. Where you go to like and subscribe, swipe across and it says hype. If you do that, it'll push my video out into further spaces, which would be very beneficial for me. But look, hit that subscribe button. And by the way, if you didn't know, I've got a Patreon. It's just £5 a month. And you can see reactions that are only on Patreon, exclusive on there. Early access videos. Upcoming songs that I've released from my band. Demos. All this stuff. It's behind the curtain, really. It's cool stuff. It's only £5 a month, guys. Links in the description below. Until next time. Peace!